Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that.
All right.
What's up, young men?
What's up? What's up? Good evening. What's
How y'all
going on,
doing?
guys?
What's
But
up,
we-
RG boy? You're looking like smooth money. Look like
Don't we look-
back
we
there.
look under
Look
the
like that
breath.
green curtain.
Look here. Oh, come on,
Oh,
Karen.
what's
Oh,
up,
that-
Look at what the
son?
cat drug. Meow, meow.
Hey guys,
How you doing? It's been a minute. You doing okay?
it has been a minute. Shoot, I'm
Karen
working
is on
right
the
now.
show.
Shoot, I
Lord have mercy. What
I
are
was
we
at
in?
the clock, tried to get in. I was like, oh my God, let me get in.
Are we in trouble?
Karen? Hey,
Are we
Karen.
in trouble?
Boy, the world is in trouble. I tell you one
man.
thing, Jesus.
Man,
I don't know whether we in trouble with you showing up and ain't been here in 3 weeks.
we wore out.
I am worn out.
Yeah, this country's wore out. Shit.
Yeah, I'm worn out though.
Me
for
too.
real. Jeez.
I'm tired.
Me.
All right. Well, y'all know we got a bunch of stuff to discuss, and we're gonna save our main topic to the end. We got a lot of stuff today. Y'all get ready for it, because I know y'all want to express y'all opinions on everything. So
Why we waiting for the main topic into the end then?
We might as well go right into it.
no, we can't go right into it. The viewers got it. This is TV, y'all. This is
Okay.
TV. You can't go right into nothing.
You're right. You're
You
right.
got to build up to it.
You're right.
Get
You're
the
right.
people ready for it.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyway, we have a whole lot. And our first thing is the Florida Don't Say Gay bill. I know y'all got a lot to say about this, so let's get it. We at 8 o'clock, wherever we at, we stopping to do our last segment at 8 o'clock. So y'all talk all you want about all these other subjects at 8 o'clock. We are stopping. All right?
Yeah.
We're stopping to go to our last subject.
Oh, okay.
Because
All
it
right.
takes an hour for that.
Okay.
Okay. So don't say gay bill. That's the state of Florida has signed the bill. They've disregarded CRT, the critical race theory. It's about 30-something states that have signed on the CRT. Now Florida has tried everybody by putting in this "Don't Say Gay" bill. That means that you cannot talk about gay issues in the school system up to the 5th or the 6th grade or something like that.
No, it's up to the 3rd grade.
Third grade? Okay.
But, you know, I take this really personal, because when do we stop pushing the envelope? You know, I mean, we have to understand that there are people in this world that don't have our same views, you know, and atheists are just as much, you know, a part of the United States as the LGBT community and Jehovah's Witnesses and, you know, everybody else. And family makeups, you know, consist of, I mean, we're supposed to be the melting pot. The United States is supposed to be the melting pot. You know, bring us your torn and worn and whatever, and you know, and we're supposed to come together and be this melting pot. Well, how are we together if we exclude, if we don't want to tell our children, you know, and about certain segments of this world, and we have governors saying, oh, we can't talk about this because this is indoctrinating your children. How is acknowledging that somebody might have a gay mother or gay parents, father, whatever? I mean, it's not indoctrination. I don't.
Well, Karen, let me, if I may offer this. America was never a melting pot, and I'll tell you why.
Sure.
To assume that we are a melting pot means that every ingredient has an equal value, and we all know that's not true. So I like to think of it, and don't take this the wrong way, y'all. Some of y'all nasty, but it's like a tossed salad. You got a lettuce. Sometimes the lettuce is bigger than the tomato. Sometimes the tomato is bigger than the cucumber. So there never was no melting pot because all of us ain't got equal value. But the thing I understand about the bill is, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But doesn't it require the educators or somebody to report if a child is identifying or saying that they're gay or trans or whatever? If that is the case, I think it's a shame. And by the way, Georgia has that law on the list as well. If that is the case, it's a shame because what you're doing then is you're building up a mental health issue where a child might go commit suicide because they're telling my mom and daddy that this is going on with me. And honestly, ain't nobody doggone business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, my thing is this with this country and with these people, as y'all call them, Republican or whoever, who give you the right to tell us, what to do with our life, tell us what to teach, tell us what to teach our kids. If it is what it is. It's like we all, I have gay people in my family and love them to death. It don't matter. We all human beings, no matter what. Whatever nationality you is, we all human beings. So who gives you the right to just tell us what to do? And that's the problem. Everybody can just come in our community and tell us what to do. Greg, what his name is, what's the guy name? He passed away now. Greg, he's something like when Martin Luther came back there, it was Martin Luther King back. Dick Greg, yeah. He made it clear. He said, we are the only community that we can go in our community and don't see our color behind a store or something like that. There's always somebody else's face and not our face, and we buying from them. It is our community. You don't see no Asian, you don't see no black person in an Asian store, Indian store. They have their own people, but everybody can come in our community and sell what they want to sell. And we don't say anything about it, none whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But we'll go in there and we'll buy and we'll support. And something really got me, kind of pissed me off that I didn't know. They only have one black gas station owner in Savannah. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. Come on, really?
Hey, ask Julius what they about to put across the street from him. They about to take him out. One black gas station guy, they about to take him.
What they about to put across the street? Inmark?
They're gonna make it a mega Parkers.
Oh,
so basically,
yeah.
you take a quick trip. You take a quick. Y'all know about that quick trip in Atlanta and put it right next to Sheps.
Yeah.
That's just hey.
We saw it coming. We knew they were going to do it. I guess when they put that there, I guess he'll just have to sell out to sell to whoever the highest bidder is for that property, and probably I guess he can because it's gonna get moved out. Its value of I wouldn't go right away because the value of his property is going to be probably tripled. But Bernard, who gives them the right to tell us? We do. We don't vote, so we give them the right to do what they want to do. We don't participate and get engaged and involved, so we give them the right to say and do what they want to do. We don't never go to the polls and stand up in numbers to show them that we matter. So they think what? We could do anything to them. Yeah. And that's what they do.
And with this LGBT bill, when Trump was elected, there were so many LGBT for Trump, and I mean standing up for the Republican Party, and and even at the federal level, you have the the former vice president's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? She's on that
Lynn
committee
Cheney.
right now. Yeah. So she's LGBT, you know, and here you have the segment of people that these bills are affecting, you know, because in fact they're saying, oh, we don't mind you voting for us, but we're going to do everything to disenfranchise you, you know. So we're going to make sure that, I mean, here in Texas, if you start doing anything with your child, you know, if your child says that, you know, I feel like you know, I'm a boy on the inside, so I want you to start giving me, you know, medication to, you know, so I can train, you know, take
Transition. Yeah.
a transition. They call it child abuse over here, and then they open up a case on you. You know, this is a actual bill on the law on the just was passed maybe about 2 months ago. It's being held up right now because they're saying that it's unconstitutional. But I mean, think about all of the parents that this is going to affect, you know, and I bet some of these people actually voted for Greg Abbott, you know.
But
Just
what you,
go ahead.
I mean, Coach, what you got to realize is, and a lot of people don't realize this, people gonna look at that skin color before they get to that sexual orientation. So you were always gonna be an N before they even get to the LGBT.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, you got to remember them white folks. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of times we get lost in the sauce, but the sauce still brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, people need to start voting on, you know, this would make it easier for everybody, because I don't care how black your skin is, you know, Bernard,
Mm-hmm.
if you are not speaking to my issues
Mm-hmm.
at the table, you can't get my vote. You know, I mean,
Well,
like Tim Scott, he could never get my vote.
well,
They
Sandra,
could have me at
Jimmy,
behind the doggone at the voting booth. He
you
could
said
never get
something
my vote.
key. You said
Jimmy.
something key. Your vote. See, like Ivan said, it's not a matter of going to the polls. The hold them accountable part has never been defined. But the only way that you can make these people understand you is with the power of your vote. You have to remove them from office. See,
Yeah.
they were mad, and see what happens when you remove somebody from office. It's an uprising. That's what happened on January 6th, the insurrection. So you have to remove these people from office and then they showed us with their numbers how they went to Washington to try to do something against the will of the people. But they did show their numbers. They showed their strength. They know that power is in numbers, and we have to realize that also.
True.
You know, we don't vote. We need
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
out and vote.
I understand what you just said, Drew. I do. Okay. You say we don't vote. We don't vote. Okay. We went out in numbers 2020, in numbers, history numbers, to vote. And what the result? The result is they still slapped us in our face.
Well,
Yes.
They still slapped us in our face.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think the result is that we don't have Trump, because Trump you'd have had a bigger slap, because then he would have thought that he was the most powerful person in the world. He would have thought that all these people that you saw on January 6th would have been emboldened to do crazy stuff from the 1950s. So it would have been a whole lot of worse. People would have been dying on the streets and a whole lot of other stuff had they had they been successful in their attempt to take over the government.
But
They would have subjected us to things that that were our ancestors were subjected to, because they would have thought that all power lied in their hands. What you say, Sandra?
But yeah, we can say that part,
Mhm.
Julius. But at the end of the day, we have gotten the short end of this voting stick.
Mhm.
Ain't
You
no
know,
question. Ain't no
I
question.
mean, and for that reason, I mean, we, us four on this, well, y'all three on this line, y'all understand, and you're like, okay, well, I'm still gonna go back to the polls in 2022 and vote, do the midterm elections, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to vote whoever Democratic in 2024. But me, on the other hand, I'm not inclined. I am not inclined, because when Republicans are in office, they all stick together, right or wrong,
Mhm.
or whatever, or otherwise, they're all going to stick together. Our whole plan fell apart day 2. So, and we have seen the results. Build Back Better plan, nothing. Voters' right plan, nothing. The they just got the lynching plan together, and he had to
That's a
sign
laugh.
that.
That's a laugh.
Yeah. I mean, why did it take 50 some years to say that lynching is wrong?
Yeah.
I
Lynching
mean,
us.
yeah. And my thought is this, is it just me, or when they want to, I mean, they're just giving us some feel good stuff right now, because the same way that you can do an executive order to do this anti-lynching bill, you can do an executive order to give us our voting, or you can do an executive order to give us our policing reform.
Mhm.
Well, you see what Carl said. We need to understand the power of the vote. Once we elect people, hold them accountable. If this is done on the local level, Savannah, Chatham County would be in a better situation. And Ivan Cohen said, we didn't get the short end of the stick, we got the stump.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
need to make
everybody,
Ivan a comedian show. He
he
got it.
on
He
it,
on
boy.
point.
You're right. He gets straight to the point. You're right, man. You get to a point, man. Hey, man, you get tired of, man, this nonsense, man. And you sit, man. How can we sit to the table with our grandkids and our kids and tell them, talk about it in a bunch of BS? Come on, man, sit there and tell the truth.
Well,
Man, this country is just like, man. Let's move on to the next subject.
they understand that we're not going to protest in large numbers. They understand that they can do almost anything they want to do to us, and we're not going to complain about it. We're just going to talk about it in our little circles. They understand that there's no real advocacy being done in mass numbers in our communities. And until we do that, they're going to continue to screw us any way that they want to. Until we start standing up and say enough is enough, we're going to take 10 people to the polls with us. We're going to make sure that this get done and put those people in place. They're going to do what they want to do. Florida is still ran by the Republicans. Georgia is still ran by the Republicans. It didn't matter that we went on record numbers and got Biden in there. We got to go on the record numbers and change our local government and our state government. Those are the governments that matter the most to us. Those are the governments that affect our life the most.
Mhm.
Next subject.
Producer.
Jenny Thomas and Clarence Thomas.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all know who Jenny Thomas is. Jenny Thomas is the white wife of Supreme Court Justice, the black Supreme Court Justice from Savannah, Georgia, Clarence Thomas. And I don't want to call him black, but he's supposed to be black.
He's
but
not black.
Don't
Orange.
the whole premise of that show get out. What don't they hypnotize you or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Jenny got that walk.
He's still hypnotized. What
Jenny got that walk, Bernard.
Yeah. Hey, I know it. Hey, ain't nothing hypnotized about this guy. This guy, man. Man, this dude here, man, and he should be ashamed. He should be ashamed of a shame, man. He ain't black, he ain't white. He's something.
No, this dude here, he's
Yeah.
the recipient this week of an award. We'll talk about it after a while.
Yeah.
So I didn't have time to get it made, but we're going to give him his award. His wife,
The donkey of the week.
his wife has made several calls to the White House saying that her and her husband, she was saying it in code that her husband was in agreement to just nullify the election and take power. Don't let these people take over. Don't let Biden and them take over. Emails of his wife doing that and saying that her best friend is in agreement with her. Her best friend is her husband. That's what they call each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, this guy is just the epitome of Stephen off of Django. This guy is just, I mean, Clarence Thomas is a person that you can really just hate as a black person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because he means us absolutely no good.
Yeah.
He cares nothing about the black race, period.
Yeah.
Well, see, he didn't sign up caring for the black race. Okay. First of all, I mean, because if y'all remember when he was nominated and everything, he didn't want, they found his mother. And his mother used to work with me over at Candler Hospital. She had been in environmental services for a long time over there, and then she moved up to being a tech in the surgery department. But he didn't really want to claim his mother, his own mother, because she was just from Port Wentworth, just as far as he was concerned, she was a nobody. And he went in there making sure that they knew he was anti everything that black people would be, anything that a black person would prosper from, so everything that got him to law school, what was it? Equal opportunity and all of that type of stuff, affirmative action. He was anti that after he made it, and then after he grabbed that ugly ass, but anyway, so it's like,
you mad?
Once you get,
you mad?
I got my Karen, and now I got my position, and it can't nobody check me, and that was the only reason why he didn't want those. He was the only one that voted not to have those emails be released, because he knew what was in the emails. Shoot, he probably drafted one and sent it.
Exactly.
Jenny was sitting on his toe when he did it.
Yeah. He voted that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he voted that way, because he knew his wife's song was in there.
Yeah. And see, and that's the reason why, that's how corruption flows in through these positions, when you don't have time limits, when you don't have checks and balances and stuff. And that is the biggest part, that's the biggest body of corruption right there.
Yeah,
when they can't never lose their job.
No, not unless they're impeached. Only way they can lose it is if they're impeached for some criminal activity or something that they did. But Clarence Thomas is from Pinpoint, not Paul Wentworth.
Yeah.
Right. He actually he went to. So I grew up and still am a member at St. Benedict the More Church. His grandparents were rooted right there in St. Benedict on East Broad. So he came up with some culture. It just somewhere along the way, Jenny introduced him to something that he liked, and I thought it did what it is.
Man, all us went to St. Benedict's 1 or 2 or 3 years, man.
Hey man, hey.
I know.
Hey.
I got kicked out of St. Benedict.
I ain't shocked. You probably beat one of the doggone nuns.
I was like, man,
I heard JB suplexed the nun one day.
Hey, man, I got
he must he has I don't like going in nobody's bedroom, but good Lord, what the hell?
She got that linen pound cake.
No. When you're seeking power,
I ain't about to fool with y'all. Y'all get me in trouble with Carl X.
Yeah, when you're seeking power or you're trying to go up, you don't care what your wife look like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I live in Houston, and it's hard for you to find a black man with a black woman. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Y'all eatable.
No, that's you know what? All right, Dr. Bryant.
I'm messing with you, Sandra. Karen.
Yeah. But it's hard to, I mean, all of them. And that's why I tell my son all the time, if you really, really, really want to show your mother disrespect or show disrespect to the black community, follow up with one of these white women or these Mexican women, I said, because there's plenty of smart, educated, beautiful black queens. So if you hadn't exhausted all of them first,
how do we hypnotize? How do we get the get out syndrome from how did they do that back then on the movie? I can't remember the movie.
I don't really know. I didn't watch it, man.
Because he don't have a strong enough will to get out himself, and he's traumatized and hypnotized and everything else because this man here is just the worst black man in the history of America. I don't think that anybody has sold out their race more than anybody in this world, more than Clarence Thomas. He's
your girl. What's the girl name?
Nobody. You can name nobody.
Yeah, the little slim girl.
Omarosa?
No.
Candace
the ugly one.
Huh? No.
The ugly one. I forgot her name.
The one that always challenging folk. Her and TIP.
Yeah.
Huh?
I can't remember. Anyway, she ain't important no way.
Yeah. Obviously.
But she's always going at it.
Like she knows something.
Yeah.
Put your makeup on first, sister. Let me hush.
Exactly.
This dude here has never even said anything positive about the black struggle in his life.
Nope.
I've never seen anything where he's said anything positive to help uplift the people. He has been so middle of the road that it's not changed. He's trying to get some a good old boy pat on the back now from somebody. I don't know what, man, this dude is a shame.
I don't think that he would even say that slavery was wrong. I would beg to,
somebody say that.
I don't think that he would. Him and Tim Scott would be sitting up in there and, trying to rationalize it all.
Well, somebody
hates
to be a slave. That's what they'll be saying.
Or he'd be saying, well, the Bible says in Deuteronomy 28, that
be good slaves to your master.
Yeah, that we people would be in slavery.
I'm like this. Hey, I love this color. I love this color. This the only color I know. I'm not gonna sell my folks out. I love this color at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a proud, all of us, we proud, and we gonna say what we got to say. Who don't like it? I really don't care. I really don't care. You know, so Clarence Thomas and Thomas and Jenny, his wife, and all of them, they can go you and leave it.
I don't like it.
And leave it like that.
Well,
but I don't like it, but no.
Calling him Uncle Thomas.
Yeah. Hey, I don't think we can call him Uncle Tom.
Uncle Jenny.
Hey. And you know what? And he got all that white hair. Boy, he proud. Boy, he look in the mirror every day proud.
I think that we should stop calling him black, though, because we're not going to have but one justice on there. Oh, Lord have mercy.
What's up?
Lord
Yeah,
have
you
mercy.
just let anybody in your house these days.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Look at him with a Jenkins Warrior shirt on.
Boy,
I thought somebody was coming to
Sit down, Clarence Thomas.
Junior.
Right.
Oh, him and Clarence Thomas are friends.
Hey,
Oh, I know it.
we know.
I can see that.
Nah.
He froze. He froze.
Hey, I think he sucked Clarence in. I think he got control.
And by the way, Carl, if you don't come back on this show in my Julius voice,
It's about
Dr.
the policy.
Ray,
I don't care who.
How you feeling about
You got a right to love
slavery
anybody.
today?
You got a right to love anybody you want to love.
Right.
I agree with that too.
Nobody cares about who he loves. We're talking about him himself. We just made a point that she's pretty not too good looking. That doesn't matter. He can love who he want to love. Shit, he ain't the good lookingest fella in the world either. Shit, look at him. But anyway, I see why they're together. But anyway, we're talking about him as a black man. Him as a black man is the most, Lord have mercy, disgraceful person in the world. We have a lot of firsts in Georgia. And one of the subjects we're going to talk about next, as soon as we get through with this subject, is that most disgraceful thing that we have coming up. Jamal's hiding his face. You have anything to say, sir?
So what's the next topic? Because you got 20 minutes for the beat down.
We got 20 minutes, but two more things.
Welcome, Jamal. Welcome.
I support and believe in Clarence Thomas. He's from here. I support him. He's out of Pinpoint and also the West Side Savannah. So I support and believe in Clarence Thomas, and I love his wife also.
He went to Jenkins, by the way. He went to Jenkins.
Yeah, he did go to Jenkins after.
He went to St. Pius, but what's to go to Thomas?
He went to Jenkins.
Oh, he lived on that.
He went to Jenkins and Thompson.
He lived down the street from Jenkins, so he went to Jenkins.
So that's what school he went to.
He said he wanted to go to Windsor Forest, but he said people.
But we didn't. We said no. We good.
Come over there.
We were Wakanda. We don't do that over there, Wakanda.
And my mom sent me a picture she took with him when he came to Savannah and he was in the church. He was at St. Paul on Bonnet Street, and they were in the church together. And she took the picture and sent it to me. I wouldn't show that picture to no darn body. Well, you're right. You're right. Everybody can't be 60 and look 26 like me.
Oh, Lord.
That's it. Like us.
Oh. But no, you looking like JB tonight, though. I don't know what it is in that new light. You look just like JB.
Hey.
I like his background.
JB about to jump that. JB got to get married on Friday.
Oh,
he ain't gonna get no more lemon pound cake then.
Every night now. You know, he ain't got to wait no more.
I know it.
Carl said he was smart enough to go to Richard Arnold. I got a brother graduated from Richard Arnold. Yeah. So our next subject. What's our next subject? Georgia Supreme Court election process. This is the most hypocritical thing I've ever heard in my life. Do you know the process for that? the process, let me give y'all a little backdrop on this here. In the state of Georgia, if you're a Supreme Court justice sitting in one of those 9 seats,
we vote on it.
We vote for them to go to the Supreme Court. But hold on 1 minute. Sometimes you vote. Sometimes you don't get a vote. Now, how is that possible?
You're lying.
Sometimes you don't get a vote. If they outnumber the Democrats 8-1, and the person that's the 1 is probably a Republican too. So this is how hypocritical, how outlandish, how outrageous, how corrupt this system is in Georgia. If you're one of those 9 Supreme Court justices and somebody is running against you, I'm the Supreme Court justice, Jamar is running against me. 6 months before the election, I could say I am retiring. 6 months before the election, he done spent almost $1 million running against me. Once he says that, once I tell the world that I am retiring, what he spent, that election is canceled. Canceled. Have y'all ever heard anything in the world like this? The election is canceled. It don't matter what he do. 6 months before the election, if I say I'm retiring, the election is canceled. He is no longer in the race. The governor now steps in and waits till I retire, and he appoints somebody else. Guess what? That person that's there for 2 years, 6 months before the election to replace him, he can say he's retiring. The governor comes in and appoints somebody else again. It is corrupt to his core. And guess what else? Jamar is running against me. I'm in the seat. I said, I put my letter of resignation in. I'm retiring. The election is canceled. Right before time for me to retire, I can say, I rescind that. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here. Y'all don't think that's corrupt? What kind of hell? What kind of
that is corrupt, because they should have they should give it time to have a actual vote, because that is denying the people the right to vote. You know,
I thought I was hearing something from another planet when I heard this. I was listening to Roland Martin the other day, and they're suing the state of Georgia and the Supreme Court now, but hell, the Supreme Court ain't no better. These people are put in these positions for life, and in Georgia, they're trying to make it a life term also, that it'll always be Republican. How can you think that you're going to get something fair out of these people if they're doing this? And this is corrupt. So if they see that this is corrupt, how can you petition them to do what is fair for you?
It's called, we have to keep institutional memory. It's having memory, because we have somebody new coming, they don't have the memory. So we got to keep it together like that. So again, it's institutional memory, that we have memory, so that way we don't need somebody new coming in. We don't need that. And I support the Republican Party. I'm a good Republican. I support the Republican Party. Trump in 2024. Trump in 2024.
I'm with you on that, Jamal.
Thank you, sis.
Hey, and then y'all be the first ones they kick out of the country.
Yeah. Boy, you better man.
We gonna behave. We gonna behave. We gonna behave.
Hey,
we laughing.
And we laughing. You shit. It may happen. We laughing. Man,
exactly.
You know, they got, hey, I'm telling you, these good old boys got something fun. They already building.
Well,
trust me on that one.
Well,
it's a diabolical plan.
It is going to happen if if the Justice Department does not do their job.
Right.
Because all of these, with all of the stuff coming out of this January 6th committee, I mean, they got more evidence than O.J. Simpson's first and second trial.
Right.
And ain't nobody been, even brought up on, nobody been indicted yet.
They got a bunch of people went to jail, but in this particular case, the glove do fit, so they can't acquit. But the system is corrupt to make sure that if it was a bunch of Black Lives Matters people, then they all would be in jail.
Yeah.
And before I forget, in 2020,
I'm stupid.
You tell you where the mega cap.
That's right.
Yeah, say mega, make America great again. But in 2020, the polls in that particular Supreme Court justice race here in Georgia, John Barrow was leading the justice that he was trying to replace. The polls said that he was beating this man. So what they did was they kicked in this little policy that they have, and they used it and canceled the election. John Barrow lost everything that he put into that election because the man said he was now retired. That is the most corrupt thing in the history of the world.
Because at this point, well, you left that seat vacant, and whoever your opponent was, if he was still on the ballot, then that was a no-brainer. If it was not more than 2 people on the ballot, then by default, Barrow should have won.
Yeah, but that's the right thing to do. They're not thinking about the right thing to do in Georgia. You know why? Because they're saying, we don't matter. We don't care, and we don't matter, and those Negroes ain't getting up and going to do nothing anyway, so why y'all worried about them? Correct?
I mean,
here's a law school grad here. You want to tell us what your perspective on it is?
Where he graduated from?
My perspective is this: I am white, but I look black.
This is not America After Dark.
He's a Mercer Law School grad.
I'm
What that?
I'm white, but I look black. That's why I'm not one of y'all. That's why I do not agree with y'all. That's why I'm sitting here right now, because I was forced to sit here. Otherwise, I would not be a part of this right here. This charade, this racial charade that you all do. Not the rabble, racial charade.
Sharon Butt said, my husband say, like most of the time, their wrongs always make them right. No, white.
And that's how I'm white also.
He white too. Y'all can't see it because he on the green screen right now. And that green screen got him black.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, I'm not one of y'all. I'm not one of y'all.
You people. That's what you're supposed to be saying. You people.
Yeah, you people. You're not one of us. You people.
You people.
Yeah. Well, that it is a travesty, and while we're on it, we got to talk about it. That the only way to change this is by making sure that we get this governor out, and we put a Democratic governor in. That won't happen no more as long as you keep a Democratic governor in. They won't do what they're doing, because then we get to appoint a Democratic judge. So they won't do that. I know a lot of people saying what the Democrats doing for us, we ain't going to vote.
Yeah.
When you keep thinking like that, then they're going to hope that that's what they're doing. They're going to keep dividing us to think that if they think like that, we have them beat. Yeah, and until we go out en masse and continue to move all of them out of the way, then they're going to continue to win, because they chopped this up as a win. Believe that. So, any last thoughts on this subject before we go to our award?
So why do y'all have Oh no, I'm not gonna be here then. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh God.
Hey, Jamal, you always leaving when it get hot. You know what I'm saying? Every time it get hot, you want to leave. Political correct. I'm not black.
Hey.
I'm white.
Hey, Bernard, we're gonna do a segment. And it's gonna like Tom Jones used to have. Remember Tom Jones used to have Ask the White Man?
Yeah.
We gonna ask the white man.
That's right. Ask the white man. Yeah.
We'll just ask your mom what it is, and then we'll go from there.
There you go. And so he can run into LA.
Yeah. I hope people learn from Savannah's last municipal election.
What you say, Bernard? Run it till that.
Run into LA. Yeah. You know what?
Say it up. In
their DNA. And,
I'm doing everything in the world.
Said, Julius, where'd you find that racial diplomat who was saying that?
Tear it up, Jamal. Tear it up.
Yeah.
I haven't got a raid with words.
Man, hey.
But we got an award that's coming up.
Oh God.
I mean, it's already passed. So, our weekly award, I didn't have time to get our design department to do the design. I don't think, let me see whether I got it in yet. You say a few more minutes.
Tiffany get me an award next week, and she don't get back on the show.
I don't know what's up with Tiffany. Tiffany's done.
She talking about her wig fell off. She said she got a satisfaction. Her wig fell off.
Oh,
Lord,
put on another one.
Lord have mercy. We got our weekly award, and last week y'all know who the award went to.
Jesus.
Last week our award winner was that infamous guy. Where's he at? Oh Lord, that's our last.
Y'all so low down.
He's the recipient.
Hey, Jamal Teray, what's that picture behind? What's that thing with them eyes? What that is, Chandra?
We don't know. We don't know.
COON.
Turn around, Jamal.
We don't know what that is behind him. I don't know who put that picture.
It looked like JB.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't put my brother in there.
We got the award for the second week, but I haven't gotten that graphic yet from my design department.
Because God won't let you have it. God.
No,
God.
they left out before it was time. But that was the winner of the first week's Negro Please Award. We got a weekly Negro Please Award. It's going to the most outrageous, outlandish, donkey-ish guy in the black community every week. So last week y'all saw who it was. This week it goes to none other than Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. You are
Congratulations.
Hercules.
Jamal Teray, you turn around and you clap right now.
He can get it every week.
Who was it last week? I missed that.
Larry Gator Rivers.
It was Gator Rivers. This week it is Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Now, we're going to get a white perspective on this. So I want to ask the white man. The white man, can you give us your perspective on this?
Clarence Thomas, one of the greatest Americans of all time. He has been one of the greatest people to come out of Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia. We all need to emulate Clarence Thomas. We all should be like him. And because when he was in college, he hung out with the black Muslims, and they say he was a radical, he was a militant. And now because he decided to support President Reagan and join with him, y'all then say that he is basically derogatory things about him, when in fact, no one really knows him because he's a good man. He's a good man.
Jenny knows him. My Forrest Gump voice. Jenny knows him.
The rest of y'all out there do not understand. Uncle Clarence wants you too.
Uncle Clarence wants you too.
Uncle Clarence want us to doggone get on one of them email support teams and start sending our president emails.
No, hey.
These legal emails.
Jamal's name is Mr. Ruckus. Mr. Ruckus. Mr.
The
Rucker.
election was stolen. The election was stolen. It was theft. It was theft. It was stolen.
That's what you think?
Hey, you know
It
what?
was stolen.
You probably got some fool out there really believing Jamal. You really do. Yeah.
They're not fool. They're intelligent people.
Okay.
Well,
They're like it's intelligent to go to Jenkins High School.
well, we're going to get that up, and hopefully our graphic department will have it up in the next few minutes. They'll send it to me, and I'll put it up. But he gets his award. If anybody knows him, how about send it to him as soon as you see it? But he is our Negro Please Award winner for this week. Because I want to
Standing
tell you,
ovation.
I'm going to say Negro Please. Really, this dude here, man, he is just terrible. He's terrible. He's terrible. And they say, oh, only in Georgia. Only in Georgia will you have some idiots like this. Only in Georgia. Y'all can say what you want about him, that he's such a great, his opinions, they don't even respect his opinions on the Supreme Court because they aren't given with any thought. Because he can't think. They put him there as a token black in 1991, and he's been there ever since.
Yeah.
Words of Julius Hall do not reflect the thoughts of Jamal Touré.
And who's
What is the white guy doing with a black name?
I know who's Jamal Touré. Who is it? Come on, really? Come on, man. You
The
bigger
white
than
guy
that.
got a black name.
He bigger than that.
Jamal Touré?
Because I'm from Cuba. I'm from Cuba.
He from Cuba.
He from Cuba. Oh, okay.
He from
Okay.
Cuba.
Okay, free there, Caffrey.
Well, y'all know what time it is. It's 8 o'clock. We got 1 hour. About 57 minutes do we have. 57 minutes before we have to close this show out. And our last topic
Bernard.
is going to take
Bernard.
damn last minute.
I know it.
Because in the end, I'm going to give y'all my closing statement also. So y'all stand
Oh,
by.
well. All right. We only got 10 minutes.
No. My closing statement won't take but a minute and a half, if that long. But right now, we're for to discuss the slap heard around the world. You know,
Well,
now I know some people don't want to
First of
discuss.
all,
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
first of all, I don't think that that's the major part of that night.
Second.
The major part of that night is what the hell was Wesley Snipes wearing?
I don't know. I know that's it. Yeah.
You mad?
What the hell?
Why you? That's not your favorite color. I like the
I don't
outfit.
know what he had on.
What was
Oh,
that?
hey, he just needed some clear shoes, man.
Man.
Boy, and you know, I was confused about the whole
But
damn thing.
Jamal Touré got the same outfit.
Was it a dress? Was it shorts?
Too.
I don't know.
What the hell was it?
I don't know.
He
All I
was
know,
trying
he
to
look
make
like
a
fool.
fashion statement.
Well,
looks like
shit.
a fool
I don't
right
know
now.
what he was trying to damn say, but it wasn't coming across well.
I
Really
know.
well.
Why didn't you tell me you wanted that? I would have pulled it up and had
Tu Wong Fu.
our graphics.
Somebody should have slapped him.
Tu Wong Fu.
Yeah, on
But-
these earrings.
Drop the purple off him.
I thought he was in support of Jada with the bald head and the earring.
Yeah, hell. I mean,
Oh, Lord.
he looks kind of sick though.
Yeah.
He looks kind of sick. I'm
He
like,
might be sick in the head. Him and Dennis Rodman and Cam Newton. I don't know what's wrong.
yeah,
with
all of them
You can't talk
just
about
kind of.
Cam people from Savannah.
And,
Yeah.
What are you talking about Cam?
and
Cam
Jamal.
Here we go again, Savannah.
Well,
people from Savannah.
Only in Georgia.
Well,
only in
You
Savannah.
cannot be
you can be a
telling me
cross
lies.
dresser and be from Savannah. Shoot.
Do that.
They
I mean-
dress weird as hell. You're right, Sandra. Wesley Snipes had that outfit on that looked like he was going to Freaknik or something. I don't know what it is.
No, the new Freaknik. It wasn't the Freaknik of the past. I can tell you that.
The first question about this slap is, I want y'all's opinion if y'all want to give it. If y'all want to pass, y'all can pass and no one say anything. But was Will wrong or right? Was the joke serious enough for him to go on that stage and slap that man?
Hey.
Let's start with a woman first.
He was totally wrong. He
And
was
you're a
totally
black woman that wants
Yeah.
to be defended, correct?
Huh?
You're a
Yes,
black woman that wants
yeah,
your black man to defend you, correct?
exactly. But I need my black man to know when it's appropriate and when it's inappropriate. You know, he should have known that he embarrassed more than just himself. He took the whole ship down with him, because when white people do things, they will segment it to that one white person, you know. But when we do things, where and when you enter in, you bring your whole community, your family in with you. And that was a great show up until that point. It was a great show. And it was produced by a black man. I was watching it this year because of the fact that I knew it was going to be extra, you know, ethnic, so to speak. You know, I mean, Samuel Jackson got his first, you know, Oscar. I mean, come on. So yeah, it
I
wasn't
wasn't
that.
watching it. As soon as it happened, we got calls, and then I got a call from my good sister, who's always on top of everything in the state. And then I turned to it, and we had just missed it. Then it went viral all over the news a few minutes later. What you say, Robert?
I had to make sure I was unmuted. So I'm going to offer this. So I do see Karen's point of view, but I also see both sides of the story. Like I always try to do, is look at both sides. Now, you ain't just going to talk about my wife, my spouse, my mom. You just ain't going to just keep going with it. And there's a history that was behind it. So I understand what Will did. I get it. However, there could have been a different approach to it. And I think that that probably was a bit aggressive and a bit too much because, again, it just reinforced the thing about what black men are in America. Now, the problem is this. Christy, as many people need to do, mind your DAMN business. Stay out folk business. Because the thing that bothered me with Chris and everybody else is you can't just get to say what you want to say and think it's okay. Some people would have shot your behind. Now, it ain't right, but I get it. I forgot the comedian that said that. While I don't agree with it, I get it. But I do think there was a better way to kind of handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any thoughts, Bernard?
Let me say this here. I'm sitting here and I'm hearing all this, okay? And everybody got their own opinion about what they would have did if you was in that situation or whatever. At the end of the day, I know I would have slapped him. And he slapped him, and he stand up for his woman, and he stand up for his wife. And people don't realize when the camera left and put it on her, she was hurt, crying, disappointed. And I'm sitting there, right? If I'm sitting there by my wife, my woman, or whoever, come on. You don't know what you're going to do when you angry. And I am so tired of these folks saying, I would have did that, or he should have did that. It was the great. If it was on BET, none of this you wouldn't have got all this stuff going on because it was on an Oscar. I can't name, 5 people who don't want it at the end of the day. Okay, so he did what he had to do. And if people who didn't like it, okay, then you had people who did. But at the end of the day, you ain't that man's shoe. You don't feel that man pain. You wasn't sitting there by that man's wife. So he did what he had to do, and he slapped the hell out of him. And Chris should have got slapped a long time ago. And you said when is the right moment? The right moment was when he slapped the hell out of Chris. That was the right moment. Don't sit there and talk about my wife. You don't know what that woman going through behind closed doors. She got a bald head. She got a bald head for something going on with her. So you around there making a joke? Do it, please. And if we had to do it again, go and slap him again. And who don't like what I said, I really don't care. I really don't care. But I'm tired of black folks always. They so quick to get in and want to jump on the wrong bank. They so quick to sit there. Let's talk about that guy who fell off that roller coaster ride and dead. Let's talk about these 2 kids who killed themselves in the bathroom in St. Louis. Let's talk about this fool. He just signed a lynch bill for they can stop lynching us. Really, man? Please, whatever.
Well, you got somebody say he should have slapped him. Carl said a man should not need his woman to tell him when to defend her, period. Because he was laughing at the joke at first until you look over there and saw his wife didn't like it. But he was laughing at it at first. So the show still was run by them folks. Saturday Night Live would do a skit about the slap. Everybody's doing skit. If y'all look all over Facebook and YouTube and everything else, it's everywhere.
I hate social media, boy.
Social media is still the champ. They are 100 and they are still the champ. Like JB Mitten said, they are still the champ. I wholeheartedly disagree. I was not embarrassed in the least. He did something. A comedian has 3 years to come up with a joke, and all he can do is berate a black woman. If it was real, we'll use bad judgment. Will the slap make it to the cover of Time magazine and Rolling Stone? Probably will. Did he write it or the writers?
I think that it just came off the cuff.
Most jokes are vetted before the show. I don't think that was. He got paid $500,000 for being there to do that, to host that. So he got paid plenty of money, and all his shows are now sold the hell out. Every show is sold out. Chris Rock is already sold out. So Chris Rock took a slap that's going to make him millions. I don't care one way or the other. Will Smith make $20 million plus per movie. A broke Will Smith with a broke Will Smith that went up there? I don't think so. I don't think so. So class and money gives you a right to do things that you think you can do. See, when you think that you are somebody that you have now become, that you wasn't.
No. I don't think. No, wait a minute. I don't think money had nothing to do with this. I don't think. Listen. If he was broke, or he was rich, he's at the end of the day, he made a jump to go and slap that man because he was talking about his wife. I don't think money ain't got nothing to do with it. Me personally, this is my opinion. At the end of the day, money had nothing to do with whether he was rich, broke, or whatever. At the end of the day, he slapped him because he needed to slap him.
Well, you know what?
What I don't want is for other people to go out thinking that they need to do the same damn thing, and then what you gonna do? You're going to end up getting shot or somebody going to get killed. And then that woman going to have another damn man anyway. And your ass ain't.
But they ain't going to have no
what's right. That was not important enough for him to go on that stage.
But that's just my opinion. That's your opinion, Drew.
Right.
That was your wife. That was your wife. That was his wife.
I heard yours.
Go ahead. That was his wife.
Right. Of course.
Everybody got his opinion.
He get paid $20 million for that. He get $20 million per movie. Will Smith have roasted more people than we could ever even think about.
Yeah, true.
Will Smith have talked bad about everybody. Will Smith had the right to they putting his hand on no damn man.
Ain't Chris Rock. Yeah. Ain't Chris Rock.
I don't care if it was a Dudley Do-Right. He shouldn't have went up there and hit that man.
Well, that's
at the end of the day, he could have checked him. He could have checked him from his seat.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with y'all about this.
He could have said the same thing that he said when he went back to his seat. He could have said it from his seat.
And Chris would have got it.
And he would have gotten it. Yeah. Because the whole thing is that
I'm tired of talking about it.
You can do a million things right. And throughout Will Smith's whole career, except for Wild Wild West, he has done pretty much everything correctly. But they will take this one incident he ain't no doggone Kanye West that's always saying jacked up things or doing jacked up things. He is Will Smith, you know, and we're not used to him acting out of pocket, you know, even for things that he probably should be acting out of pocket. When he was sitting up there on the red table, damn near in tears, talking about his relationship. We all thought that he was going to turn over that damn table.
This ain't his first slap. He done slapped somebody before. He done slapped one of them. This ain't his first slapping somebody.
Well, we don't know about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ivan Cohen said, Julius, what would you have done if a comedian made a joke about Dr. Tanya? If me and Tanya in there, we know that comedian is going to tell damn jokes. We go in there knowing that he's going to tell jokes, Ivan. That's what they do. They tell jokes. They get paid to tell jokes. Especially if I'm a comedian, then I know this man is looking around the room to make a joke about somebody. If he made a joke about my wife and I'm getting paid $20,000, I could walk
Hey,
it's not about me going up there assaulting that man. Hold on, Robert. It's not about me going up there assaulting that man.
Cut everybody's ass.
A broke Julius Hall would be in jail. A broke Will Smith would be in jail. So you telling me that it was all right for Will Smith to do it? But how about if Will Smith didn't do it, and the black janitor went up there and slapped the hell out of him?
Well,
so it's all right for the.
Well, hold on, y'all. Here's a reference.
Ain't no damn law. Hold on. Ain't no law in the book saying that the husband has a right to defend from a bad joke. What law y'all know about?
Here's a reference, Bernard.
Well,
y'all remember? Hold on. You remember the movie Nutty Professor, right? There was a comedian. I forgot the comedian that was in there. Now it's a movie, but when Buddy Love, that's a reference. He ain't gonna slap the man. He just pushed back with more jokes. Now, I ain't saying violence is the way to go. What could have happened now, Bernard? I get you. Now I get you. But what would have happened if Chris would have pressed charges?
Well,
you see what I'm saying? I get it, because I'm telling you right now, several people I want to slap.
Right.
Some of y'all want to suplex, but I ain't gonna do it because I ain't trying to be locked up.
Hey, there's several people that I want to slap.
And I feel
slap the rape for me though.
As Will Smith was walking across that stage, he probably did say to himself, I know this is going to cost me, but he weighed the cost, but he didn't realize that it was going to be such a backlash on the Black community, the Black and Black professionals. I mean, because we were there. In general, all of the Black people that were there, and even though we don't want to admit it, these white folks passed judgment. They didn't just pass judgment on Will, they passed judgment on us. And they said, see, this is the reason why we can't have them, up in certain places.
I mean, I understand what y'all saying. Everybody on the show got their own opinion. I got my own opinion, and I'm not gonna try to make it happened at the end of the day. And whatever hell, she got a medical condition or what that's. But at the end of the day, he did what he had to do. So just him. You say I wouldn't have. You did if at the situation I would have slapped the hell out of him. Y'all wouldn't have, and that's me. And then we would just face the consequences, go to jail, or do whatever. But my opinion is my opinion, and that's how I feel. And who don't like it, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with nobody on here about what happened.
Arguing with nobody. We all giving our. You giving yours. Everybody giving their opinion. Right. Everybody not arguing with nobody.
Right. Right. I'm giving my opinion. Right. I'm giving you my opinion about it. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of talking about it because that's all people was talking about.
Our subject for the next 40 minutes.
I have
I talk about it or not. but it's our subject for the next 40 minutes.
Right.
So,
I know it. It's your subject. I know it. It's our subject, and it's my right to sit here and say something about it.
Correct.
And it's my right not to say something about it. At the end of the day, I'm just tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't blocked folks from off. I'm like this. I'm not gonna argue with nobody on social media. None of that. I block you. Block. I don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue. So he did what he had to do, man. I mean, y'all crucified this man for him protecting his wife. Brother was on BET, Oscar, whatever. The Oscar automatically gonna ban him anyway.
What we say have absolutely no bearing on whatever happens to Will Smith the rest of his life. Screw, damn Will Smith, damn Chris Rock. What we say don't matter to either one of them because they filthy rich and we don't have what they have. So who cares about Chris Rock or Will Smith? We don't make the news. We don't choose the news. All we do is report the news. So all we gonna give you is an opinion. Opinions are a dime a dozen. Right. So you give yours, Robert, you give yours, Sandra, you give yours. I'll give mine, and the white man, he'll just duck and hide every time.
Hey, see, Jamal, we do. Hey, Jamal, so me and Joe ain't kissing each other, but
Jamal wants to say something. Right. Jamal the white man wants to say something.
Go ahead, white man.
And what happened, and shit, is with you. In fact, I've been discussing this in my class, inequality. I have a class, inequalities based on race, gender, and class. We've been on class. So what people are not discussing, not putting out there, and this is a conversation, that Will Smith can do that and Chris Rock, they could be involved in that. But if that was Julius Hall, Bernard Brown, Chandra McKeithen, Robert Bryan who did that, you will be facing criminal charges.
Correct.
You will be getting criminal charges thrown at you, especially if it was in a form like that. Because in this country, when it comes down to wealthy people, they do not get treated the same when it comes to crime. And so what occurs is that you got me on this. But what happens is this: we don't look at that and understand that that is a problem. And this issue that we're talking about right now, this goes back 1964. An article was written about this disparity like that, but we're not looking at it. So that's why, yes, they're doing that at the Oscars, but it's a group of people based on income that they can do stuff like that. This stuff happens, but we get caught up. And I'm not saying now we get personal about our own situation, but you can understand that would not have been your results. Your results, you would probably been caught up. And then let's say if it was a man that struck a woman like that, you would have been caught up. If it was family members, you've been caught up in domestic violence. So again, I'm looking at this and I might tell people there are layers to this right here. And we don't look at the layers. We look just at the surface. I might look at all the layers with regard to this, and that we need to deal with this class disparity with regard to this society. And that's what impacts us. Class and race when it comes to criminality. And we're not having no conversation about that. We taking the personal stuff. I'm like, you need to understand. Look at the numbers of us who are incarcerated with regard to this right here, the disparity that we see, even in high school and in middle schools and in elementary school. Look at how our children are punished. Even when they are in these wealthy communities, our children still get punished. We still the disparity. And ain't nobody talking about that. I'm saying those are the type of layers that we need to be talking about.
So class got him out of being arrested.
Absolutely.
Because it was an assault that happened in front of everybody.
Yes.
Technically, Chris Rock didn't even have to press charges. The police could have just arrested him.
Exactly, because first of all, who you know is going to be in a public venue like that, get to come up on stage and slap an artist without being taken out of the venue. I mean, I don't care if you were up for an award, you would have been taken out of that venue. And the Oscar, the people that host the Oscars or whatever, they were saying, well, deep consideration went into taking him out. No, it didn't. Not until the backlash happened did y'all deep consider why y'all didn't, and And then they went on, then 45 minutes later, he won. And then now people are up in arms for, well, why was he given a standing ovation and blah, blah, blah. Well, he wasn't given a standing ovation on the slap. He was given a standing ovation on his performance as King Richard. So you have to be able to differentiate one from the other, and so because they let him stay, which might have not been the appropriate thing to do, but based on class, he was able to stay, and then he came up and got his award.
And Bernard, I'll tell you this right here. Had it not been Will Smith, if it was somebody else over there, besides Will Smith, a comedian now, who done roasted people till they cried, if it was just regular Joe Blow and Chris Rock said that, and that man went up this fight, I could understand it more. I could understand it. But it's Will Smith. He's paid enough to take that damn joke. Him and Jada. Yeah, they supposed to take that joke. Y'all don't think they do, but they supposed to take that joke for $20 million a movie. You take that joke. That alopecia is not a fatal disease. All you do is lose some hair. You lost it. You got alopecia. He got it.
Shut up.
I ain't got it yet.
But
anyway,
but the thing is that I disagree. I disagree with you, Julius, because nobody has the right to. I mean, that's just like if somebody, right now I'm suffering with depression, and I can't stand when people tell me, well, if you pray, as
right.
if you don't pray.
Right. I feel you there.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, or you should just get over it.
Right. Nah, I feel you there.
I mean, so you can't, you can't just downplay or dismiss somebody's pain, but but there is a right way to deal with your emotions.
Yeah, and you're right. And I'm gonna say this here. Me and Shorty, we've been going back and forth about this, and some of her comments agree. And my thing is this: I'm telling you right now, it took me out of respect for ATR and our black media to come to just because I was like, you know what, best thing for me to do is just back off and but. If I'm sitting there and I know my woman got an illness and this guy, he taking a shot at it, I'm gonna handle it the way I want to handle it, and I'm gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's no way that I'm gonna sit there and not handle it and knowing that, hey, when I get home or whatever, it's gonna be all hell break loose. But at the end of the day, forget about the slap. Forget about the slap. And Jews, I'm like this, forget about the slap. It happened. But if this woman got some illness or whatever, I don't know about it, but all I know is, her hair and everything. I'm not going to sit there and let somebody make a joke about my woman and knowing that the pain, knowing that the pain this woman going through at home, knowing what she's going, her personal life at home. And that's what I'm saying. It's the personal life that he's dealing with her. And the expression on her face was brokenhearted. And yes, after that, he got up and went and slapped him because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people sickness going through, brother. And then if some computer say, Steve, how somebody say about, it ain't cancer. It didn't matter whether it's cancer or not. It's still an illness. It's still something that this woman going through.
Yeah, and the woman's hair is her crown.
That's it.
I'd have to let me. And I'm sure y'all would probably agree with me with this. I'd have to totally disagree because, see, she ain't going through shit.
That's a lie.
She got the listen.
Hold on, let them share now. Let them share.
Go ahead.
Listen. Let them share.
She ain't going through nothing. Hell, I'm going through it. She ain't going through nothing. They're getting paid $25 million a movie. How she
She
going
said she could buy a wig. Julia
She
said she
ain't
could buy a
going
wig.
through nothing.
Julius Hall.
Jew,
She ain't
First
going
of
through
all,
nothing, man. Listen, y'all making excuses for these rich people.
No,
We're not
no,
making
no,
no
no,
excuses.
no.
Hold on, let me finish. Then y'all can say what you got to say. This is the most dysfunctional family in entertainment. All of them are screwed up. Every last one of them are screwed up. They get paid to be screwed up.
All are screwed up, Jew.
No.
Our whole black
We
community
ain't
is
getting
screwed
paid
up.
to be screwed up. We're not getting paid to be screwed up. They
Well,
getting
it don't
paid to
matter
be
about the
screwed up.
money, Jew. They're still human
Julius,
beings.
you act,
Come on,
you
man.
act like
You
she
bigger
is,
than Jew.
All right.
You bigger
you
than
act
All
that.
right,
like
Jamal.
she is not human.
Hold on. I can't believe I'm a moderator. Y'all, all right, hold on. I can't believe I'm the moderator.
It
This is
don't
weird.
matter.
I'm gonna slap all y'all. Y'all be
White
quiet.
man.
All
Sit
right,
down, white
Bernard.
man.
But give Bernard 2 minutes. Bernard, 2 minutes
White
uninterrupted. Go
man,
ahead,
sit
Bernard.
down,
2
white
minutes.
man. Sit down, white man.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Give him 2 minutes.
Listen,
Y'all shut up for 2 minutes. I'm gonna slap all you. All right, go ahead, Bernard. You got 2 minutes.
first of all, we all dysfunctional, man. We don't know just because you got money don't mean you ain't got problems. You don't. Everybody go through something, man. There's some people out there going through a lot. Whether you got 30 million or you got 30 cents, we still human beings. At the end of the day, I'm not giving nobody excuses. All I'm saying is I would have slapped the hell out of Chris Rock a long time ago. That's all I'm saying. And that's right, baby. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to take up for my baby. I'm going to take up for my family. You know what? Let me tell you a story. I can't go back to Panama City, Florida. I cannot go back to Panama City, Florida. You know why? Because I slapped the hell out of the referee and because they were trying to hurt my child. And they told me that I could never, ever come back to
You
Panama
crazy,
City,
y'all.
Florida. It happened. When you're angry, you do things, Jew. And Sonya and RG and White Man.
But nah, he wasn't angry. He laughed at
Now
the
y'all is
joke.
interrupted. Look at that.
Wait a minute. But Julius, what
Nah.
I'm saying is it does not matter at the end of the day how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Because people are human. You look at them as actors and actress and all of this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, if an illness hits you, you're just as human as everybody else.
Sandra, let me jump in. I get that. I agree. Hold on. Now y'all done damn talk all night. I get that. I get that. But there comes a point in life because I get angry too. I get very angry. But there comes a point in life where you got to exercise emotional intelligence. And when you snap like that, what it does, it tells a person that I don't want to pound them. I don't want to work. I've been there because I've had to work on my level of response to things. It's not what a person does to you. You've heard this before, but your response matters. All of us gonna get pissed. All of us gonna put somebody out. But you cannot physically assault a person in public. Now I ain't say what's gonna happen at Walmart.
I'm all for that, but I'm speaking against what Julius is saying because he's like, she's not going through nothing.
Right.
It's a dang lie.
If she's going through something, she should have stayed home.
No.
You know what? You're so fool up.
Julius, first of all, she came out with
Y'all have at him. I can't help you no more.
her struggle.
I can't help you no more.
Disease.
She ain't struggling worth nothing.
The
No,
world
Julius, you're gonna give me time to speak because I am a woman.
Oh shoot, you about to get tore up now.
And when I'm going through something, I can go when my hair was going through some changes.
Hey, Karen, what if that cyclone too? Boy, please, he would have got tore up. He better be glad that Jada Cycle went on. He would have got suplex.
What I'm saying is that when you're going through things, when a woman is going through things with her hair, it could be her skin, it could be anything. But as she's changing, this is an emotional time for her. And she went public with this 4 years ago and the way it was affecting her. And y'all remember the Jada of old when Jada was always put together. But for her to have to come to the realization that she would probably never wear her locks, you know, the way she used to, or never be able to curl her hair the way she used to. A woman's hair is her crown.
Listen.
And if you don't believe that, ask all the damn Indians that's selling the crowns to the women. Okay?
You're right about that. You're right about that. But listen, I got two things. I don't know what y'all been watching, but Jada got the red. Jada living the great life. Jada got living the great life. What?
All right, let's put this in the context. All right, let's put this in the context. Okay, let's put the context.
Hold on, Robin. I got two things. I ain't did the first one yet. You got 1 second. I wanted to put what Evangelist said first. He was trying to laugh off the fact that he knew he was about to slap the ish out of Chris Rock. That's true. That's true.
That's
he
true.
Put that off until then.
Yeah.
But he said, Julius, Lord have mercy. You don't know one thing it is to be a woman, not one. That is absolutely correct. All I know is that when you're making that kind of money, stay your butt. Listen. Yes, it is. Stay your butt out of the public. If you can't take a joke, your husband get paid to make jokes. Your husband get paid to talk about people. So why would I have my wife in the front row, knowing Chris Rock is a comedian, knowing that she just screwed the little boy, knowing that he could have said something?
Jew, come on, Jew.
But
this ain't got what?
They ain't talk about that, Bernard. So I can talk about it.
But what I'm saying is,
so I can talk about it.
What I'm saying is, they probably would have been okay.
It don't have
everything has to do with their personal life. This
okay.
We paid them. We paid them.
Listen, when she was sitting at, it ain't like they have certain seats, so she was sitting down at the end of the day. Man, you know what?
Yeah. Thank you, Natalie.
You obviously have no idea what alopecia is, Julius Hall. Your comments, I know what alopecia is, Bernard.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. I don't. I got my hair.
Hey.
I know what alopecia is. Can you tell us what alopecia is? I know what the hell alopecia is, woman. You don't think I already did the research to know? It ain't damn cancer.
I got a commercial.
It doesn't matter whether it's cancer or not.
Ain't got no doctor degree.
Alzheimer's ain't goddamn cancer, but nobody wants it.
The word is coming out.
Send your man up there. Go to the nightclub and go to a comedy show. A comedian tell a joke about you, and you send your man up there because you hurt, your feelings hurt, and he go up there to slap that man and they shoot his ass. Then you be
Nelly said she coming for you. Send that in the link. Y'all send that in the link.
But my thing is this is at the end of the day, I know that Chris Rock knew that. I mean, it's been out there for the last 4 years, you know, and he crossed the line. That was the thing. He crossed the line, and he saw her face the same way. He might have saw her face. I
agree with Tanya. I agree, and because we don't have long, I don't mean to interrupt, but here's the thing I say. What bothers me about the whole situation, especially black folk, and I'm speaking directly to our folks, y'all talk more about this bullshit, excuse my language, than you do about voting rights. You talk more about this bullshit, excuse my language again, than you do about poverty. You talk more about it than you even do to go help your brothers and sisters out there. Why don't we talk more about the issues in the community other than the violence? See, we love violence. We love negativity. But when it comes to being productive, why haven't we talked more about that? Let's change and turn that left curve. I don't care enough about what's going on with Chris and Will. Let's talk about our community. Why don't we start having more conversations about this around public policy? See, that's where I start getting burned up, because we love foolishness. We love to talk about the other person, and you ain't got no facts, nor are you in that person's shoes. But yet you can't talk about the real issues in your backyard. So don't talk to me. No, I'm not the Bernard now. That's what made me mad about it. You can't talk about change, but you can talk about some bull crap going on. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
And I'm like this here. And one thing I can say what Jules did, he did as a man. He picked up that phone and he called me and we talked about it. The other ones they want to, you know, make a comment on social media and throw this and this and that. Be man about it. If you got anything you want to say to me, pick up the phone like he pick up the phone and call me. We can talk about it. That's why, excuse the expression I'm about to say, that's why your ass block. Period. For life, dude.
And the thing is, we got to be able to understand. Y'all make great points. What we need, we are talking about the issues. That's why we have all the topics that we talk about every day. We talk about that. The other people are not engaged and involved as we are. And that's what you were saying, Robert. They need to come and talk about those issues also. You'll get 1,000 views from us talking about this, but we won't get nothing when it's talking about policy. We won't get nothing when it's talking about these voters' rights. Everybody needs to be engaged in every level. We can talk about this because this was brought to us. We didn't make this; they brought it to us.
Yeah,
you know.
And you're right, and you're absolutely right. And we want to thank. This is what I'm saying to him. Everybody who made their comments, we thank y'all for your comments. And our opinion is our opinion, and don't have a reflect on anybody else. And hey, it's just one of those things that happen, and we talking about it. And I just wish we just tomorrow let's move on and let's try to save our voting right, because that's what they're trying to take from us now at the end of the day.
Well, honestly, I agree with you. We need to all slap ourselves for being so ignorant enough to realize this. You talking about a slap ain't gonna put no food on your table. A slap ain't gonna make sure you can vote tomorrow. A slap ain't gonna make sure your child has equality in schools. So slap yourself for being ignorant enough to understand that.
Well, and we're going to talk about those issues every day on this platform. We got 26 shows, and we talk about all of those things. Just so happened that this is the news of the week, and we're going to bring the news of the week if we think that is necessary to bring. But you know, you have to agree that a man is going to do what a man needs to do when he feels like he needs to do it. I don't have a problem with anybody doing anything, but we gonna have our own thoughts on it, our own perspectives on it, and that's what we got to go with. There's some comments. We're gonna get to a few of these comments because the black community needs to heal, and there's obviously a deep
excuses are tools of incompetence.
Black men tearing down black women. You can't keep sweeping it under the rug. Okay, Jackson John say he should have slapped her when she told him that young boy blow her back out. Okay.
Now that is funny.
No, I don't feel like he should have slapped her when she said that. They were
slapping it all right.
Yeah. They were separated.
That's
So why should he slap her? They were separated. The only
they've been several others that slapped it too.
The only thing that made that kind of taboo is the fact that it was her son's friend.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only thing. But when you are separated from a person, you can be screwing out of both pants legs.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah.
You know,
it's your thing. Do what you want to do.
We got a few awards.
You need to make that a t-shirt, Sandra. It's your thing.
We got a few awards to give out, and the best performance in a live event goes to Chris Rock. Chris Rock showed, and he should get an Oscar. Because really that slap had looked fake to me.
Yeah.
Because he didn't go all the way through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He one of them actors slaps. They both do they both are actors. That looks like one of them actor slaps. You know, not all of Chris Rock shows are sold out. Every one of them sold out.
And his tickets were going for like $46. Now people are reselling them for like $700.
Yeah.
And they offer Chris Rock $30 million. They offer Will Smith $30 million to get in the ring and fight. $30 million apiece.
I'd be right in there.
Yeah.
Right in there.
And then the thing is that you guys didn't even see the after thing where Chris Rock did go and confront Will, and Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry had to stand in between them. You know, it was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a thing. You know, so Chris Rock just didn't punk out, you know, because Chris Rock, I mean, he ain't no goddamn punk.
Yeah.
He just realized where he was. But Chris Rock is from doggone New York, you know, the bureaus of New York, and he blew hard and was like, and I could tell what he was saying because I say it all the time. This mofo don't know who I am, and I'm gonna get his ass.
Yeah.
As soon as this is over.
Jackson John said, no. She was still a married woman. Don't matter whether she was separated. She was still a married woman. And she stated the will that he was not thuggy enough. So, you know, y'all don't say some of it. Say all of it.
Listen, Jackson John.
You handle that.
Jackson John, anytime we say that we separated and we don't know what Will was doing, okay? Because Will didn't admit at the doggone red table what he was doing. But I promise you this, if they were separated for more than 9 months or whatever, oh, he was getting it in, because they have always said that they've been in a pseudo open marriage. And I know what open relationships are like, but this is not after dark. So I won't go into it. But when we're in poly relationships, anything is on the table.
Is that your last statement on that?
No, we gotta do a show on that.
You got your last statement on that, on the will? Because I'm gonna give my closing statement to all of you also.
Hey, you know what? Like I say, it happened. Everybody have their opinion. It happened. You know, y'all already know how I felt about it, what I would have did and what y'all would have did. It happened. It's just time to move on. And they both backstage, they say, hey, he was sorry. He didn't know she was going through that. They apologized. Boom. But let's think if it was a rapper. And what would happen when the whole place would have been shot up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I mean, if this was Tupac and Puffy,
yeah, it would have been on. It would have been on.
For sure.
It correct. It would have been on if it was two rappers.
But my thing is this. And they debating whether to ban him or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think that Will Smith cared at this point, because he's already gotten what, two of them.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you really do?
No.
I mean, he's gotten to. So what? He won't be invited to the fancy parties, you know. And Whoopi Goldberg is on my goddamn nerve. You know,
Will Smith could have canceled Chris Rock if he wanted. He got enough money to cancel Chris Rock. He could have canceled Chris Rock if he wanted to. I mean, not kill him. I'm saying cancel culture. He could have canceled Chris Rock. He has enough friends in place to cancel Chris Rock if he wanted to. I think it was fake. But I'm gonna tell you this in my closing thoughts on this subject before we give the award to the Negro Please Award. My closing thoughts on this is this. Sometimes you're the shelter, sometimes you're the stone. Will Smith chose to be the stone. You're the first victim of your anger. Be mindful of your emotions. Never trust your tongue when you are upset. Hush until you calm down. Don't burn a bridge and expect somebody to send you a boat to rescue your monkey butt. A moment of patience in a moment of anger saves 100 moments of regret. Don't panic, pray. Don't worry, worship. Don't give up, just keep going. Don't break, take a breath. Don't quit, pause and reset. Don't blow up. All your haters are expecting you to blow up, so don't blow up. Don't overthink. Look for reasonable solutions. All we get is time and choices. You should use both wisely. At any moment, you have a chance to make a choice that creates change. Only use force against force. A joke is made to make people laugh, not to make them fight. Those are my closing thoughts on that. And I'm gonna give
And I
y'all
got one more closing thought.
Oh Lord have mercy. Didn't I ask you whether you had a closing thought on that?
The Oscars should be sending both of them thank you notes because next year their ratings are gonna go up at least 50% because everybody gonna tune in to see what's up.
No, how about this? How about the Grammys Sunday? You know, everybody waiting to see what happened at the Grammys on Sunday.
That's what I'm talking about. So it's a win-win situation all around.
So we're gonna give our award out, and our award is to the Negro Please Award.
Hey Bernard, what's that picture behind Clarence?
For the embarrassment of black people worldwide.
Yeah. Now he should get
Negro
flat.
Please. Clarence Thomas, you are the recipient of the Negro Please Award. Somebody please send him his award. Robert Duke, the white guy already left. The white guy, I thought the white guy was going to accept this award for him. He's talking about, no.
Let him take it.
White guy.
What did that statement just say?
What-
Did you
I
know?
didn't see
Oh no, we're not going back to no, Chandra. No.
We got time.
Julius, please send Shanti the link.
Okay.
Do you
Natalie
know her?
said,
Have
do
you
you
ever had a
know her?
conversation with
She's
her?
not home. Why
pay
y'all
her.
posted back?
I watch her movies. I pay her. I don't have to have a conversation with her. I'm giving her my money.
You don't.
I'm giving that whole household my money.
Boy, please.
I go see their movies. Everything.
Ooh.
Well said, Professor Julius Hall. You are a man among men in knowledge and being honest and factual. Okay, but okay.
Listen, Jackson. I think that's a spoof type.
I know it. Yeah, Jack. I know it.
That's a spoof account that Julius got.
Why y'all? Goodbye.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, like I said, man. Hey, we had the last word on that, and
yeah, that's done deal.
No more.
Done deal, Chandra. No more.
Yeah,
No
we
more.
had
Or
to
we
discuss
slap you.
Everybody got their opinion, and
Yeah.
we had to discuss it. We got what we wanted out of it.
I want to know what we're gonna do with him. What we gonna
They
do?
went out and partied together.
He's fired.
Did you know that?
Right.
They did not party together.
Well, they were at the
They didn't
same party.
Yeah.
They were
No,
at the
they
same
wasn't.
party. Yeah,
They
was.
were at separate parties, but they did go and party. But they were at separate parties.
They talked before they left there. They all had
Right.
an understanding before they left there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and that's what you call it right there. You know, back in the days, that's what we would do. Now these days, somebody would have got killed. Somebody would have shot there.
Yeah, I mean, Puffy said that they was gonna talk like family.
And you know,
I mean, y'all had to watch the whole thing to get the context. You know, and since y'all didn't, you know,
I never watch it.
I do.
Natalie says she has had many conversations with Jada over a 2-week period. Jada's your imaginary second personality or something?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Natalie gonna be on the show next week.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what?
What Jada you talking about? Jada who?
Who is our Jesus?
That's the white boy. White boy.
You know what?
All right now.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about Easter like that.
See, he's invisible.
Now that somebody need to get slapped. That boy there. He should have got a hold of that. That somebody need to get slapped right there. You know, and his mama go slap him. His mama go slap him. If he wake her up again.
I tell you. What does Shanti
Hey.
Robert?
Huh?
Why does Shanti need a link?
She's out getting food or whatever. So yeah, she said just send her a link. But I mean you got to jump out of here to jump on that. So
yeah,
if we don't close out, Karen gonna get to talking about Jada Smith and all kind of stuff again.
Yeah.
Well,
I came back home.
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Oh yeah.
No,
This is
no,
God.
no.
I wanted everybody's opinions expressed, and we all can't agree. We're gonna see things differently because we are all different people.
Right.
So we're gonna see things differently.
True.
So Natalie said she know Jada Pickett real good. So how about
I'm
get
not
Jada
good.
to come on the show then? Let me have a talk with Jada so I can find out what she's going through.
I'm not good.
Come on, Natalie. I like it. I like it. I like
You
it.
want this smoke? I
Hey.
like Natalie.
You got all of them coming at you. Hey, you like Javon a couple weeks ago, boy. Hey,
Shoot.
good.
You don't want this
Anyway.
smoke. You know what?
We're gonna have
You told Will Smith to beat me.
Sandra, you get you a women's panel. Y'all come on here and talk about whatever
Sandy.
y'all want to talk next week. And the guys will take off. Y'all come and talk
Yeah.
about y'all issues next
We're gonna have
week. We'll take off. How
Natalie.
about that?
We're gonna have Karen. We're gonna have Vanity. We're gonna have Tanya. We're gonna have all the ladies.
Becky.
Y'all take over the show.
We're gonna
Y'all
have
take over the
Becky,
show.
Karen, and Susan.
Janet.
Yeah, all this.
Yeah. Y'all take over.
Y'all take over the show next week.
Beth.
And Natalie and Jada.
You don't think that we could carry
Americana.
Is that what you're saying? Because we can carry a show all day.
Go ahead. Y'all
take
got
over
it.
next week.
Y'all know Charlie carry a
Next
switchblade.
Wednesday, you got it.
Hey, Shorty
Just send
carry
me
more
your-
than a
send me your
switchblade.
lineup. Send me your lineup
Pack
next
it.
Wednesday, and you and your and Natalie and the rest of y'all take over next week. How about that?
Yeah.
Tanya, you ready for this? Natalie, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Y'all
We
take
can do
over.
this.
Man, please. And Tiffany. And guess what? We're gonna start at 7:30 because both of them gonna be late.
First of all,
Hey.
Anyway,
And the voice of Alicia Miller Blakely, I said it.
you know what?
anyway, we're gonna touchdown Brown.
That's right. Touchdown. She's packing. Hey, y'all have that show. But you know what? On a serious note, hey, you don't get this in no other show. You don't get this in no other nowhere else but our black media and ATR black media. You don't get this. Sure. You know. And
Yeah,
that's
we gonna
why
give it to you
that's why
raw.
we're here.
That's right. You're
That's why we're
absolutely
here.
right. Absolutely right, Bernard.
You know,
That's
we can
what we here
agree, we can disagree, but we love each other, and that's what we do. I mean, period. I mean, your mom and dad didn't always agree.
That's
They
right.
had issues.
They sure
That's
enough did.
Evanity, and Natalie, y'all get in touch with Sandra so y'all can run the show next week. Bring Vanessa on with you too.
Yep. Yeah.
Y'all
Come
come
on,
on,
y'all.
and y'all give us y'all opinion.
And we're gonna watch y'all. We're gonna watch y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna
Y'all
send the
give me a
sideline and
call
watch y'all.
or text message me 912-323-2925. And we gonna come up with this agenda and we gonna blow them. We could just create our own little thing.
Hey, Tanya need to be on there too. That Tanya Harrell. Hey, right there, that computer, right there.
Y'all ain't
Yeah.
gonna interrupt my wife.
Yeah, but I'm about to find. Hey,
on,
Shawty,
Tanya.
we want Shawty. We
Okay,
want
Evanity
Shawty right there in
says
front of that
she
black
is.
screen. Come on.
We
Evanity
need
says
Tanya
she
because
is.
Tanya's gonna bring some balance.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know.
You're right.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
Tanya gonna
Tanya.
bring balance.
Tanya bring some balance.
You're right.
You know,
All right.
she'll be the Christian hand of all of this.
Well, anyway, we got another show about to start, Unjust with Shantae McLaughlin. So y'all watch that, tune in and watch Unjust coming up next, and y'all can get this rerun of this show tomorrow night, also at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Pete.
Love y'all.
Love you
you
guys.
All right, take care.
All right.
Y'all
Bye.
Bye.
Like that. after that.